You know that moment, usually late at night, when the glow of your phone is the only light in the room? You're exhausted, your eyes are burning. You know you have a mountain of work tomorrow, that project gathering dust in your drawer, and an alarm that's going to go off in just a few hours. But you can't stop. You're scrolling, consuming tragedies, pointless political debates, global crises, and drama that doesn't change a single inch of your reality. This has a name: Doomscrolling. And if I told you that the reason you can't put that phone down is far darker than just a social media addiction, would you believe me?
The problem isn't the news itself, it's what that news does to your sense of execution. For someone like you, the conscious procrastinator, who lives in a cycle of planning, buying beautiful journals, taking courses, and never actually starting, doomscrolling is the perfect hideout. It is your emotional anesthesia. As long as you're shocked by the chaos of the world, you don't have to face the chaos of your own stagnation. It's easier to feel the pain of the world than the frustration of being a spectator in your own life.
If you recognized yourself in this scenario, someone who knows exactly what to do, knows how to do it, but simply doesn't, you are in the right place. Welcome to The Truth Hurts. Here, our mission is blunt and direct. We expose the lies your brain tells you to keep you stuck, and we teach you how to take back control of your execution. The truth hurts, but it's the only thing that will free you from paralysis. So, if you're tired of being a hostage to your own mind, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. You're gonna need every dose of reality we post here to break this cycle.
Before we dive into the why, I want you to be honest with yourself in the comments. When was the last time you lost more than an hour on your phone, knowing you should have been producing something important? Lay it out there, no filters. Admitting the addiction is the first step toward destroying the paralysis.
What's happening is that your brain is a master manipulator. It convinces you that you're staying informed or that you need to be aware of the news to be a conscious citizen. That's a lie. What it's actually doing is hunting for a hit of cortisol to keep you in a state of high alert. Because when you're in survival mode, you don't have the energy to create. You only have the energy to endure. For someone terrified of failing at execution, survival mode is a relief. It's the perfect alibi for your inertia. But today, we're opening the black box of your mind to understand why your fear of acting makes you seek the comfort of a digital apocalypse.
To understand why you can't put the phone down, we have to look at a glitch in your ancient biology. Your brain wasn't designed for a 24-hour news cycle. It was designed to survive the savannah. This is called the negativity bias. Evolutionarily, the person who paid the most attention to the bad news, the rustle in the grass or the distant storm, was the one who survived. Today, that rustle in the grass has been replaced by a notification about a global recession or a viral outrage. But here is the dark reason for the procrastinator. Your brain is using this survival instinct as a decoy.
When you engage in doom scrolling, you are triggering a constant flow of cortisol and adrenaline. This puts your nervous system into a state of functional freeze. You aren't resting, but you aren't acting either. You are stuck in a middle ground of high-stress passivity. For the conscious procrastinator, the one who has 50 tabs open and a perfect plan for Monday, this state is actually a relief. Why? Because as long as you are monitoring a global crisis, your brain has a legitimate excuse to avoid the terrifying vulnerability of execution.
Execution is scary. It involves the risk of failure, judgment, and the realization that your perfect plan might actually be flawed. Doom scrolling, on the other hand, feels productive because it's intense. You feel like you're doing something because your heart rate is up and your mind is racing. But it's a fake intensity. It's what psychologists call passive consumption as an avoidance strategy. You aren't staying informed. You are self-medicating your fear of failure with the world's misery. Your brain tells you, we can't start that business or finish that report now. Look at how unstable the world is. It's a brilliant, self-sabotaging lie.
If this is starting to click, if you're starting to see the why behind your paralysis, make sure to hit that like button. It helps this truth reach more people who are currently drowning in their feeds. The mechanism here is simple. Dopamine meets cortisol,
Every time you flick your thumb up, you get a microdose of dopamine, the what's next chemical, followed by a hit of cortisol, the this is bad chemical. This cycle creates a loop that is incredibly hard to break because it mimics the feeling of being on guard. You are addicted to the feeling of being busy without the risk of actually being productive. You are choosing a digital apocalypse over the personal responsibility of your own goals.
Now that you know your brain is using the world's chaos as a shield to protect you from the danger of actually doing your work, it's time to stop being a victim of your own biology. The truth is, you don't need more time management tips or a better planner. You need to break the digital anesthesia. To regain control, you have to realize that your informed scrolling is actually a sophisticated form of cowardice. You are hiding behind a screen because you're afraid of the silence that comes with doing the work.
The method to break this is what I call the 1-to-1 execution ratio. Most of you are living in a 100-to-1 ratio, 100 units of input for every 1 unit of output. You consume 50 videos on how to be productive and write 1 sentence. To kill the paralysis, you must enforce a brutal rule. For every 10 minutes you spend consuming any content, you owe the world 10 minutes of creation, no exceptions. If you scroll for 30 minutes, you don't get to rest afterward. You have to produce for 30 minutes. This forces your brain to realize that consumption has a cost.
But there's a deeper layer here, the low dopamine morning. If the first thing you do is check the news or social media, you have already lost the day. You've signaled to your brain that the world is a chaotic, dangerous place, and that surviving the feed is the priority. Instead, you need to practice the void. Spend the first 60 minutes of your day in an information vacuum. No news, no emails, no doom. Use that time to face the project you've been avoiding. The anxiety you feel in that silence, that's not a bad thing. That's your potential trying to break through the anesthesia.
Listen, if this strategy sounds difficult, it's because it is, but staying stuck is harder. Before we get to the final realization of this video, I want you to leave a comment right now with the word execution. It's a micro commitment. It tells the algorithm, and more importantly, your own brain, that you are shifting from being a consumer to being a creator.
The dark reason only has power over you as long as it remains invisible. Once you see the doom scrolling for what it is, a fear-based avoidance tactic, the spell starts to break. You aren't staying informed, you're staying paralyzed. To take back the wheel, you have to be willing to be uninformed about the world so you can finally be informed about your own progress. You have to trade the fake intensity of global news for the real, quiet intensity of personal discipline. Here is the ultimate truth you've been avoiding. The world could be ending, or it could be entering a golden age. Either way, your stagnation remains your responsibility. Doom scrolling is just a sophisticated way of quitting before you even start. You are using the darkness of the news to justify the darkness of your own inertia. But the dark reason ends here.
Starting today, your phone is no longer a window to the world's problems. It's a tool that you either control or it controls you. You don't need another informative video. You don't need another perfect plan. You need to embrace the discomfort of the silence and do the work. The anxiety you feel when you put the phone down, that isn't something to be medicated with more scrolling. That's your potential, screaming to be used.
The truth hurts. No one is coming to save your goals from the algorithm. Only you can decide that your vision is more important than a headline. If you're ready to stop being a spectator and start being an executor, subscribe to The Truth Hurts and check out our other videos on breaking the cycle of paralysis. Now, put the phone down. Go execute.